Greetings, everyone. CCX here, and welcome back to. Well, actually, you know what? You guys are probably wondering why the heck am I in Dragon Roost Cavern? Well, to be perfectly honest, I end up completely forgetting an item here. Well, a treasure chart mostly. And the thing is that trying to actually get this treasure chart is you gotta really go all the way back to really get this damn thing. So yeah, so now we're all the way back into the first entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern. So now if we open the chest, you guys will see the wonderful text that will show up right now. Because why the hell not? And we end up getting ourselves a wonderful treasure chart. I end up doing this now because it's glorious, it's awesome. So now we're gonna go ahead and actually leave. It's not really that far to get back here, thankfully. So, you just come to the entrance, take the right side, left side. I'm suck at directions. And, just go about your business from there. But what you always should do is anytime you end up meeting moblins, be sure to use your grappler hook to be able to steal their spoils because you are going to need those items later on. So I'm going to go ahead and meet you guys back to when we meet the lovable Dragon Roost dude. Dragon Roost dude. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even take me that long to even get back there, so I probably shouldn't even cut it at all. I guess one thing I can show you guys what this place looks like after you've beaten the boss, where it doesn't look like crap anymore. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you get all the little water shinings. I like that. It's like a little touch of saying, yes, you have done it, and you too are a hero. But in this part, we're going to be actually heading into the next area for where the next pearl is. After we talk to this guy who just showed up out of the middle of nowhere because he's looking for work. What's up, dude? Not one of the natives? No. Do I look like one of the natives? Well, okay, so you got nothing else to say to me. My problem is, no idea. Supposed to get here, I have a job interview. Ah, normal world problems. I say normal world because, Legend of Zelda is not real. In terms of what the hell it has to even offer. That'd be kind of cool, though. If I had to choose which world I would rather live in, it probably would be the Wind Waker world. Well, no, not really the Wind Waker. Probably be, well, forget it. You examine this, pull out your Wind Waker, you end up conducting whatever the thing shows you, and conduct away. Woo, wind! And we learned ourselves the Wind Requiem. This allows us to control the wind, at will. Ah, a mighty nice breeze. Hello, weird frog djinn thing. Zaphos, god of wind. And yes, I am the new Wind Waker. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, I know, it's good for a beginner. Can you, teach me other stuff? Nah, sorry, bro. I can't teach you anything else. Oh, you suck then. They changed how, this melody is conducted. In the original game, you always had the conducted prompt show up. Now, whenever you play it the first time, and you play it any other subsequent time, it ends up just cutting to the direction. Basically, Zaphos is telling us about his brother Cyclos. Apparently, his brother Cyclos had no craps, so now we have to go ahead and try to search for him. Sadly, Cyclos is exactly what you say, and he's in a cyclone, so we can't really do anything. So now we have to go ahead and conduct our conduct, because our wonderful friend here, I keep conducting the wrong way. Wow, I can't believe I forgot the... Okay, well, I'm sucking. Ah, don't tell me I completely forget what the... Wow, I can't believe it. I literally forgot what the hell the damn thing was. I am stupid! Let me see. Well, this is unfortunate. You know what? I'll figure it out. Oh, wait. There it goes. See, I figured I was gonna get it sooner or later. Well, this game does give you where the, what the... Oh. I was looking at the yellow arrow for a second, and it's the blue arrow you're supposed to be looking at. So basically, you end up having your compass, change the direction of wherever, and then you just go about your business. You won't be able to get into the ship if you don't end up doing that. So, But we're about to go ahead and meet ourselves another new character right now, and this character is by far the most annoying thing to actually complete in this game, and it's the treasure map itself. Well, the map chart itself, the sea chart, I should say. But it looks to me it's pretty much nothing. Oh, thanks. Thanks. So, what are you gonna do, little fish face? How to be dappers. Just listen, okay? I'm here to teach you. I wish they fixed this. Like, they fixed another problem with the sailing mechanic, but I kind of wish they kind of made this a little bit more simpler to deal with. I think they probably do skip his dialogue. You know, the dialogue is kind of annoying, and he does give you some very helpful hints and stuff, but it's kind of pointless considering you can't really get into those areas until you actually obtain the item for it. So it's kind of pointless, if you know what I mean. Also, if you guys are wondering if I'm ever going to open the sea charts, I'm not going to open them. I'm actually going to get the treasures off screen since, you know, considering the fact that I'm like showing what the details of what the treasures unfold. So it's kind of pointless and a little bit redundant. I mean, I show you what island it is to find it, sort of, even though you probably, you know what, I'll probably think of something soon. I'll have to think of something. Let me see here. Well, I don't want to go back into the map. I think ooh. Anytime you see these flag barrels, you'll end up going through a minigame. Which, well, it's literally is a minigame. You're going through these ruby barrels, and if you go into 3 rubies of green rubies, they change it to blue rubies. Do it 3 times again. Okay, no, they don't change it. Wait, does it? I forget. Who cares? Money is not going to be a non-issue. Not yet, anyways. But since this is a Let's Play and not really much of a commentary sort of thing, I will be, you know, literally searching through every single nook and cranny. Even though, like I said, I will be cutting away if we ever do, like, tedious stuff. And there will be, like, some tediousness that will be unfolded in this game. Don't you worry, guys. Like, it's kind of going to be like Donkey Kong 64 in a sense, where if you know that you're going to be doing something that's backtracking, I'm going to show it what's on the map, and then you guys will know where to go from there. Because, to be honest, you're in the Great Sea. You're going to be going practically in the same direction as everybody else. But these platforms are really relevant, and you do end up getting yourself a chart that ends up telling you where all of them are located. So you're not really blinded about how you're supposed to go ahead and go about it or where they're going to be located. The other thing is, what I'm kind of questioning is if that specific chart has the capability of showing you which of these platforms you've already done. Occasionally you'll find what is it? Wow, I couldn't even remember what the hell it was. Occasionally you'll find cannons on them, but not always. Now, I guess what I am going to do right now is I'm going to showcase what the hook can do. The grappler hook changes. As you notice that they actually put it on the D-pad instead, because before you had to actually, you know, press the corresponding button it's on. Yeah, you don't do that anymore. So what you need to do is you can either press the left and right, end up taking out your grappler, pressing the A button to salvage. You kind of have to literally go in to really find it. I can't really hear it because, well, you know, I'm not playing with the volume on for obvious reasons. What the hell is this thing? Okay, I hear it louder here, so it must be over here. Ah, I found it. There we go. They made this cutscene a lot quicker in the HD version because people end up saying that it took forever. I really don't understand. Occasionally you'll find very rare treasures, but be careful though because you're only limited to what is your limit? I think your limit is 300 rubies. So, yeah, you want to be careful. And don't worry. Unlike in previous Zelda games where you technically had to do certain tasks to find wallet upgrades, Okay, no, never mind. My pirate ship Red Lion said, "Screw you! You cannot go on an adventure until you end up getting other stuff." All right, I guess we're heading to the south. Yeah, we're kind of restricted in a sense, cause we still have to go ahead and get certain things. Now, there is something that this game technically did have in the original game. You notice how I keep pulling out my sail left and every single time? It kind of gives you a slight boost, but that was also in the original game. It's not in this one anymore because of obvious factors. And also because since they end up giving you the capabilities of doing this a lot easier and becoming faster with the other sail that you end up getting in this game. So you're kind of forced to no longer have the sail boost in this game anymore, which is kind of sad because I didn't even think that was an actual trick in the original game. I just did it because I just wanted to get to the damn place faster. The main reason is because in the GameCube version of Wind Waker, the if let's just say if you kept going so fast that the level layout wouldn't be able to load fast enough, so you kind of sail off the sea, which would be really really terrible. But people have found ways to get past that, which ends up kind of making you wonder with the glitches that end up being in this game. They can potentially just go past the loading programming, but of course there are also limits to that because if you do that, you have to be sure to be very very precise. Like glitches always comes at a cost. They always come at a cost of saying that if you end up failing at performing said glitch, you will end up literally going off the face of the map and getting respawned. I mean, it's hilarious to see, but it's kind of not that pretty when you really think about it. Like, I'm not really familiar much with a lot of glitches in the Legend of Zelda series, or for any game for that matter, but I kind of do, like, dabble in, like, seeing wonderful tricks that happens in, like, certain speed runs, and they're kind of cool. Now, we want to go here for this submarine right here. Yeah, we're really, really avoiding our next destination because I'm really, really that, I'm really, really that crazy. Submarines are occasional things that you'll find in the sea, and they end up harboring a bunch of very useful items for you to end up using on your adventure. They're basically gauntlets of enemies that you have to face, and once you defeat those enemies, you'll end up either getting yourself a treasure chart or you'll either end up getting yourself a rare item. Either way, it doesn't really matter. In this one, we have ourselves Moblins, Bokoblins, not Moblins, who for some reason was having like a tea set of some sort. Rats get one hit kill by your grappler hook, so be sure to use those for obvious reasons. But mostly, you want to also end up taking the joy pendants from these guys because they're like the only creatures that end up giving you such things. And don't get hit by the rats because I think I did showcase that in Dragon Roost that if you do get hit by the rats, you will go ahead and lose some rubies, which is not really that good. And they will occasionally also steal your rubies because they're jokes. But it's fine. I mean, they're cool. There's no hole here, so you can't really bribe them or anything. And we got ourselves another empty bottle. I won't really put descriptions of the items here. Well, actually, you know what? I will. I probably already did anyways. Knowing myself. I mean, yeah, it's obvious, but you never really know. Sometimes you never really know. Sometimes you don't. It all really depends. Now, the sea chart part, I'm actually going to be doing that a little bit later. And what I mean by later is meaning I'm actually going to be getting the sea chart marked in like off screen. Because if I end up doing it on screen, it'd be really, really boring and really, really tedious to the point where people will go ahead and say, "Would you stop doing that? And can you just please skip it?" And to be honest, I do understand that. So if we go ahead and keep crossing up here, we end up finding more Bokoblins. I love killing Bokoblins because they end up giving me joy pendants and everything. It's a bit weird trying to actually control this game with a non-GameCube controller, because with the GameCube controller it was a lot easier to do the counterclockwise spin attack, but now it's just, ugh. It's a little bit difficult. I mean, I could still do it, but it, for some reason, the controls for this Wii U Virtual Pad is not as precise as the GameCube controller. I'm sorry. It's really, really not. I mean, I don't mean to harp on it, but yeah, that controller really won't die. It just keeps staying alive. Alright, let's head to our next destination so we can call it end of a part, because, yeah. We're like in 15 minutes in, we kind of got some stuff done, so that's pretty cool. And it's also becoming daytime. Cool, usually I always come here at night. And this is only when I'm not really going after anything. So our next true destination is the wonderful and glorious, not made out of lava. After a fire level, there is one type of tribe that we have to end up meeting again. Mind you, these tribes are called different. Well, these tribes end up having like different names, but they still technically go with the same motif. Welcome to Forest Haven. And it is a forest haven. It's so pretty. I love it. It may appear though this but a great tree rises far above the ocean's surface. Spirit of the Great Deku Tree. Spirit of Earth. So wouldn't that mean that Valu is the spirit of sky or something? Whatever. Well, actually, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. If this is the spirit of you know what? I'll go into detail with that a little bit later. But first, before I end the part, let's go ahead and buy more of those bits. Those little bait things from Beetle, because why the hell not? I don't even know how many of these things we even have, but whatever. I just need to go. Okay, so no, the maximum is not 300. So what the hell is the maximum? 500? Damn it, I don't even remember my damn Ruby count. Whatever, who cares? Also, don't bother going after the stinking membership thing, because it's really, really pointless. Let's just say, you know what? I probably will just go for it just off screen, just to see how useless it is when you end up getting it. Alright, that should be enough for the items from Beetle, because Beetle sucks. I don't like him. And he has a bunch of cousins, too. Like, sheesh, they're all twins. Ooh, another Tingle. Another Tingle. Alright, let's see what these things say before we end up ending the part. Where is my... What the... Where is my... What the hell was that? I couldn't even get my Okay, wow, that's weird. Huh. What is that? Is that a Boyd? Ah. Oh, that's sad. Huh, you know what? Somebody was right. Trying to read those posts are really, really useless. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just turn that off now. Gonna just turn that off now. Okay. I've been CCX. You guys have been a great audience. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we end up meeting the Forest Haven deity, the Great Deku Tree. Catch you all next time. See yous.